Hello, guys. Welcome to Altcoin Apex. Now, I want to talk about Avalanche. Just a minute ago, I released a video about Algorand. If anybody's interested, have a look. I will put a video on the corner here in your screen. However, on Avalanche, we hit a good target that I was hoping to reach, but we went even above it because I thought our target somewhere about 20.50. We went all the way. It usually overshoots all the way to $21 and then pulling back. So, how we reached that target is because we had a lot of liquidity build up in there, and I'm going to show you in a slightly higher time frame where we might go next. And of course, the W formation that we had previously, exactly like Algorand had, with Avalanche is having as well. And this classic W formation worked out perfectly because after the W formation, you will have a move most likely to the upside if this area holds, which it did. Now we're going through a ABC correction, something like this. It could go as deep as 1940, 1950 areas. I don't exactly know if this will be the case, but so we might have some kind of pullback to all the way to 1940, 1950, something like this. So, and then if this area holds, because in trading everything is probability, you guys know we don't promise price targets, but we prepare for it. So the next zone I'm looking at is if I'm going to be longing at these levels, which is right about the SMA 21. Let me show you here. This zone right here is right about the SMA 21. So SMA also will go slightly higher by the time price gets to that area. So 1940, 1936, even 1950 zone, I think would be okay to buy and hold it for a long position. The next our target will be the fair value gap that we left uh, earlier. That is here, this zone, which we couldn't really tap fully. So it made a liquidity run quick, but the whole of fair value gap hasn't been tapped. It's currently sitting slightly below $22. So 21.50, something like that, should be our next target. Once we fill that, I think we'll have a slight resistance in that zone because previously, if you see, we were rejected in here. So it's not going to be super easy to pass through this zone. What I'm expecting is something like this. So after this correction is over, let's say this is ABC correction. After this, we'll have some kind of flat and then explosion, hopefully with an impulse, reach the target, the fair value zone, maybe slightly lower than that. And at the same time, it coincides with this resistance that we had previously, the high. So after that, we're going to be consolidating above it, hopefully. This is the plan because we shouldn't break down below again, below this resistance, because then it will push us backwards to the $20 zone. And we don't want that. Instead, what we want to do is we want to stay here consolidating above this resistance and support area. So turn it into a support and then slightly move higher after that. But that's yet to come. First, once we long from this area, which is about 1950, hopefully price gets there, right? Once you long from this zone, you can easily exit at this resistance, which I show you in the immediate short term, which is about 2150. If the price doesn't exactly hit to 2150, you can secure 80% of your position at about 2136 to 2140 cents, which is a good area for Avalanche, in my opinion. Uh, well, the macro will tell you a lot because if macro is turning bullish, we left quite a lot of fair value gaps above us. So after here, these targets are hit. We have some more coming. On the daily chart, you will see a lot more. And right here also, you see my $29 resistance zone. It's the huge resistance area. Why we cannot pass easily from $22 is because we had previously support and resistance in that price range for a very long time. So I'm not expecting us easily to cross through it. However, we will come in contact in a very near future, probably in the days to come, weeks and days, I would say. We shouldn't wait too long, otherwise, this consolidation will go too long. We might even dip below because people will start losing hope in the immediate short term. But in the long term, I think we can easily pierce through them and reach the $29, the most difficult to resistance area in the medium term. So what we are expecting now is to consolidate a little bit here at the 19 and a half to 20 cent $20 zone, pierce through it with an impulse, and take the wave to the upside, because there will be some resistance here, but then after that it's gonna be upside. So it's like a 5 wave up, and then most likely ABC correction into the resistance, something like this. Let's hope. Let's say here, then give me a second. We should have some kind of ABC correction, right, into the resistance, possibly hold this area for a longer time. Let's say here, here, and then impulse to $28, $29 ideally. That's what I'm looking at. In any case, if you want to keep up to date with price targets and price predictions, please do not forget to subscribe and like this video. I will see you on the next one.